We all face battles, some visible, others unseen. But what separates the victors from the vanquished is the strength of their mental fortitude. The Stoics understood this truth, and today we'll uncover 8 principles to help you become undefeatable just like them. Lesson 1. Seek discomfort. We've all been conditioned to avoid pain, to take the easy road, and to play it safe. But the Stoics knew that true growth can only be created in the fire of discomfort. Think about it. Every great achievement, every remarkable story, and every heroic act was born out of stepping into the unknown, facing fears, and embracing the uncomfortable. So I want you to ask yourself, what's the one thing that makes you nervous, that makes you want to run away, that makes you feel like you're not good enough? That's where you need to go. That's where your growth is waiting. The Stoics believed that comfort is the enemy of growth, that it's in the uncomfortable moments that we discover our true character. So, I challenge you. Take a cold shower, speak up in a meeting, or try something new. Seek discomfort, because this is where you'll find the strength you never knew you had. Lesson 2. Journal your way to clarity. When you know what you want, why you want it, and how to get it, you become unstoppable. That's what journaling can do for you. The Stoics knew that the key to clarity and inner strength lies in the ability to reflect on our thoughts. By committing your thoughts to paper, you'll gain clarity on your values, goals, and priorities. You'll identify patterns and habits that hold you back and discover opportunities for growth and improvement. So don't let your thoughts run loose. Take out your journal and write your thoughts down. Lesson 3. Build your foundations first. The Stoics believed that character is built on the foundation of virtue, not shortcuts or quick fixes. To build an undefeatable character, you need to focus on developing your skills, knowledge, and abilities. No one becomes a master overnight. It takes time, effort, and perseverance. So don't try to take shortcuts or fake it till you make it. Instead, focus on building a strong foundation, one brick at a time. Think about it like building a house. You can't just throw up some walls and a roof and expect it to stand the test of time. You need to start with a solid foundation, a strong base that can support the weight of the entire structure. Otherwise, everything will collapse. And that's exactly what building an undefeatable character is all about. It's about putting in the hard work, day in and day out, to develop your skills and abilities. It's about being dedicated to your craft and constantly striving to improve. And when you do, you'll be able to overcome any obstacle that comes your way. Lesson 4. Always prepare for the worst. Life is unpredictable, and the unexpected can happen at any moment. One day, everything is going smoothly, and the next, disaster strikes. That's why the Stoics believed in always preparing for the worst. It's not about being pessimistic or negative, it's about being realistic and responsible. Think about it like this. When you're driving, you wear a seatbelt not because you expect to get into an accident, but because you want to be prepared in case something unexpected happens. You're not being pessimistic, you're being responsible. You're taking control of your safety, and you're preparing for the worst case scenario. It's the same with life. By expecting the worst, you can prepare yourself for any incident. You can build your strength, your resilience, and your character. You can develop a sense of inner peace and confidence that comes from knowing you're ready for anything. And that's where true freedom comes from. When you're prepared for the worst, you're not held back by fear or anxiety. You're not worried about what might happen tomorrow or next week. You're free to live in the present, to pursue your goals and dreams, and to make the most of every moment. Lesson 5. The power of weakness. We often think that vulnerability is a weakness, something to be hidden or overcome. But the Stoics thought differently. They recognized that embracing vulnerability is not about exposing our flaws, but about acknowledging our humanity. When we accept our limitations, we open ourselves up to growth and learning. An undefeatable character is not one who is immune to pain or fear, but one who is willing to face them head-on. It takes courage to be vulnerable and open. By embracing vulnerability, we develop the courage to take risks, to be authentic, and to build meaningful relationships. So instead of trying to mask our weaknesses, Let's lean into them. Let's acknowledge our fears and doubts, for it is in these moments of vulnerability that we discover our greatest strengths. Lesson 6. Embrace adversity. We often see obstacles as roadblocks to our success, but the Stoics knew that obstacles are actually the way to success. Adversity is not something to be overcome, but something to be leveraged. It's the obstacle that forces us to innovate, to adapt, and to grow. When we embrace adversity, we develop the creativity to find new solutions, the determination to push through challenges, and the humility to learn from our mistakes. We become like the river that flows around the rock, finding a way to navigate even the toughest terrain. So, instead of complaining about the obstacle, let's use it as an opportunity. Let's turn adversity into advantage and keep moving forward. Lesson 7. Pursue wisdom. The Stoics knew that wisdom is not a destination, but a journey. It's a lifelong pursuit of knowledge and personal growth. When we embrace continuous learning, we open ourselves up to new ideas and new opportunities for growth. We become like the river that's always flowing, always changing, and always improving. We develop the humility to recognize what we don't know, the curiosity to seek out new knowledge, and the discipline to apply what we've learned. So instead of becoming complacent, commit to a lifetime of learning and get better each day. Lesson 8. Seek detachment. We're all control freaks at heart, trying to micromanage every aspect of our lives. But the truth is, we're not in control. The Stoics teach us to seek detachment from our need for control, recognizing that the universe has its own plans. When we're attached to our need for control, we're constantly frustrated, anxious, and disappointed. But when we let go of that need, we can find a sense of peace and acceptance. Detachment is not about being passive, it's about being present. By recognizing what we can and cannot control, we can focus on what truly matters. It's like living a life where you're not constantly trying to steer the ship, but rather, you're sailing with the wind in freedom and natural flow. So the next time you feel the urge to micromanage your life, remember, the universe has its own plans. Let go and let your undefeatable character shine.